from the Cop after the cup game. Well, not from the Cop because obviously there's nobody there. After the cup game with Grimsby Town, and we end up going out with a whimper. The kids were not all right tonight, as we went down 1-0 to Division 4 Grimsby Town. Grimsby beat Man United in the last round, but who doesn't nowadays? So that's really nothing to shout about, really. We were playing 3-5-2. It seems to be the regular formation. Overth in goal because that's all we've got. With a whole bunch of kids in front. Emery, Weaver, McGee, Kabaki, Fuzier, Shipston, Thornton and Johnson in midfield, and Jamal Lowe and Brown up front. And then, of course, we had to pick up injuries, 2 injuries in the first half. Kabaki and Johnson, who both sort of looked okay. Kabaki particularly did get involved quite a bit for the nothing that we had really up front. So we're going to need some more kids back in the fold with those 2 out potentially. And we only had 3 shots all game and none on target. And I mean they scored. It looked like it was an own goal. It's not been reported on SofaScore as an own goal, but it looked like an own goal. Nothing he could really do about it. Ball came across and it was flicked onto Shipston and just went off him and went in the net. They probably just deserved to scrape it. I think Grimsby they did pretty much outplay us and they had most of the play, although the stats were fairly even. But we really, as I say, 3 shots, none on target. So we're not really there. I mean, you know, the players were brave, stepping up. You know, they are a bunch of kids at the end of the day. Most of them, although we did bring the big guns on at the end in a sense of Bannon, Ugbo and McNeil. Just not enough quality, really. Of the players that were there, really, Weaver looks a decent player. So I thought he looked pretty good at the back. Shipston had a bit of an up and down game. He did get involved loads, but they were stray passes, and it's a shame about his own goal if that's what it ended up being. Johnson was involved a lot, and obviously he went off. Lowe did okay, really, I think, with the scraps that we got going forward. Kabaki, as I mentioned before. The rest of them were sort of okay, nothing special, probably 6s, you could really say, that's all. And really, against really a lowly side, I mean, an half-decent Wednesday side would just turn these over easy, but we just don't have an half-decent Wednesday side anymore. How would we have gone on if we'd have stuck all the first teamers on? Well, that's pretty much all we had, really. You'd have thought that we would have done it. I think, by the time that we were fetching on, Bannon came on about 70 minutes, and just didn't really get a chance to get involved too much. Not really much to say. They didn't really have that much in the way of opportunities, but they seem to have most of the forward running. We sort of dealt with them okay for the most part. It was not really a good game overall. So I suppose anybody who got the opportunity to watch it at home, you saved some money. That's a plus. On the plus side, no more cash to be made out of this competition. Some people would suggest for the owner, and also the chance of more injuries. But on the negative side of this, really, it's been a distraction from the league. We've had a little bit of success. Fantastic win that we got against Leeds to take us through was really good, and it's been one of the few highlights this year, really. So unfortunately, we've got the FA Cup, I suppose, coming up. Grimsby will probably now get Liverpool in next round at Anfield or something like that. So that's it. That's us done as regards the League Cup that we won in 1991. On to the league. Till next time. See you later.